Hi, I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville. I have the good fortune to be with Maria Gossard here at Think Printing here at Crosspoint Center in Centerville. And Maria, I want to thank you for allowing us to interview you today for Centerville Business Today and take the time at your center here at Think Printing.
Thank you.
Appreciate you doing so. So Maria, I'd like to, if you wouldn't mind, just telling us a little bit about your background, what Think Printing is and what you do at Think Printing.
Quite a story, Mayor. Right out of university, I had an internship with a leading design firm in Georgetown, DC, where we were paid to think big. We did palatial residences throughout the Middle East. And when my husband completed his studies at Ohio State, LexisNexis recruited him and offered him the job. And we thought we were both going back to DC, and it's like, well, Dayton, Ohio, boy, the money sounds good, but who lives in Dayton, Ohio? You know, what is Dayton, Ohio? So being newlyweds and having no commitments, we thought we'll try it for a year. And that was 30 years ago.
Okay.
So Dayton became our home and has been a wonderful place and has been good to us. So, and actually I regard myself more a Daytonian now than anything else. So.
Now, where were you born?
I was born in Ghana, in Africa, actually, and grew up on the island of Cyprus. My father was a native of Cyprus, and my mother was English.
And when did you come to the United States?
As a freshman for university.
Okay. Were you at Georgetown University?
No, I was in South Carolina.
South Carolina?
I went to DC for my practical training.
Okay.
And some graduate work. So my passion has been art and design. That's my training. I did some extra training in paper conservation. So there's been a kind of a love affair with paper from the very beginning with me. About 12 years ago, I had the opportunity to buy Think Printing. The owners were my printers for some other projects I was working on. And as they retired, they offered me the company, and I thought, why not? We tried it. And then I got very sick shortly after I bought the business with Lyme disease. Oh my gosh. So Jeff, who has been with me since then, has been tremendous. He has helped run the business when I was not able to be here. But once I recovered and have been doing great, I came back to my passion. We had to make a big decision about a year and a half ago. Downtown economy has changed. It's growing, but it's growing in a direction that did not work for us as a business to be downtown anymore. So we made the decision to move south, and as we considered different locations, Centerville came to the top of the list, and it's been a great, great move for us.
Well, we're glad you did. I know that had the good fortune to be here when you opened last March, March of 2016, and see a lot of traffic in here, and I know that the location has been good for you.
Location has been good, the community has been terrific.
Oh, great.
So it's given us the avenue that I was hoping to have one day, where we could use our talents as artists and with the love of paper and the love of artisanal printing to offer our community something that you can't actually find everywhere you go. And that's what we're actually doing now. And we're having tremendous fun doing it, and great reward in seeing how our clients are blessed with it and they're empowered, as whether they're in business or whether they're planning wedding invitations or whether they have a book that needs to be edited and printed or they've lost a loved one. We have elevated the grieving aspect of saying goodbye to someone in a book format, where we call it our love book, basically.
So someone would come into Think Printing with an idea as to what they might have in mind for what might be a wedding, what might be a business-related marketing approach, branding, or in recognition of someone who's passed away or someone who's born.
Right.
And what would happen then? That you would sit down with them? And
We do. We do not have catalogs. We do not have templates here. We want to get to know the client. We do, sometimes over tea or coffee, or whatever we design needs to reflect that individual or that company. And it starts even with a business card. That's very important, right? With a business card, we have 3 to 5 seconds to impress a new person we're meeting. So that's actually a very high-pressured moment for any individual. So business card is very important.
So just on the wedding aspect, would you handle all aspects of that, from the initial invitation
Yes,
to save the date?
To the save the date, to not actually only the invitation suite, but we design the seating charts and the menus and the programs and the thank you cards. And we do walk our couples through etiquette. And again, you know, there are beautiful invitations all over the world that are being produced. But do they reflect the couple? Do the invitations reflect their story and who they are? So we get to know our couples on that level. And unlike most places, I assign homework to my couples. And it starts with what we call love letters. They are presented with a gift from us of stationery that we've designed just for couples. And they're to use that stationery to write a series of love letters to each other. So it's important for them to know what is it about each other that they know beyond any reason of a doubt that they're right for each other. And that this great journey that they're embarking on is going to be one with a great ending.
So you incorporate that into
We do.
the whole
We do,
gambit of things
and
that you do
I'm
for
really
them.
surprised how well this assignment is received by our couples. We also say, you know, you can use the last set to be exchanged the morning of your wedding, and if you're not to see each other that morning, use a member of your wedding party as a courier and make it extra special, you know. And they have great fun. I have brides especially to be that come through the doors and they'll say, Maria, I just got my first love letter, you know, or whatever. And we had a bride actually walk in last month who said she was just beaming and glowing. And of course, I get to know them through the process of designing. And I said, what's up? You look absolutely stunning. I'm expecting my first child, you know. So we become, there's a relationship that grows out of this experience. And it's just wonderful.
So your background in creative, artistic, was that your degree in
Yes, art
college?
and design.
Okay. And then you went to D.C. And you worked in D.C. in conjunction with that also, and then brought that here.
Yes, brought it here, and it's been challenging. It's been great fun, but it seems that when we do what we love, then it doesn't seem like work, does it?
No.
Even though we end up working twice as long as we should. It's
So you're working with all different sorts of events, but also all different sorts of paper, and everyone is each one that comes in. You're not going to find one that's just tailored specifically for a wedding or a fifth wedding. It would be newly created for every event.
Yes.
That you're using your creative talents and of your staff to put that together.
Absolutely. We can. I always ask everybody, have you seen anything online that you've liked, that's caught your attention, or Pinterest? Pinterest is huge. And we look at certain elements that attract them, and then we take those elements into consideration as we're designing for them. But at the end of the day, it needs to be unique, and it needs to be custom designed just for them.
Now, I know that you also do some with recognition of individuals, and I know you're working on a project right now for the relationship between someone who fought in the war and the French resistance. And if you just give us a little of what's going on, because you also are able to put books together and manuscripts together.
We do a lot of editing and designing for these books. So, and this is a wonderful Dayton story, but we have a pilot who's no longer with us, who fought during Second World War, and his plane was shot down over France. The French resistance found him and took him back to their headquarters and nursed him for a period of time, back to life, basically. His family, in the meantime, had received that dreaded telegram, you know, your son is missing in action. The story, mostly, though, focuses on this amazing relationship. They became brothers between Alfred and Raymond. Raymond, where actually Alfred's wife brought the book in, Kay Nelson. The story was great, but it was just black letters on white paper.
So you brought it to life.
And as we read it and saw what it was, we saw the value in it. So with the family's permission, and incredible family, everybody was involved in putting this book together. We brought it to life, and we designed the cover, and we got the copyright for the family, and registered the book, and so forth. And I was actually in Cyprus this summer for a big family wedding there. And I was sharing with a friend that about the story, and I said, you know, Kay is in her 90s, and Raymond in France is like 97, and he's been in and out of the hospital, and I just have to get this book done before anything happens. So we prayed, please, dear Lord, may everybody stay healthy until the book, we have to finish this book. So we did early fall, and it was beautiful, and a copy was, of course, sent to Raymond's family and Raymond in France, and then an additional copy that was gifted to the French Resistance Museum there. And Leslie, Kay's daughter, just walked in 2 days ago to let me know that Raymond passed away on Saturday.
But you got it done in time.
We got it done on time, and it touched everybody. So, yeah, to be part of, and for the family to care enough. You see, again, it's the relationship that develops through projects.
Sure.
To let us know what happened is just huge.
Well, that's nice. So I know that's called Brought Together by War.
Yes.
And I know we'll show a little bit of that on some of the video. But what are some of the other things that your creative team would work on for individuals who might come into the store from a branding aspect, which is such an important part of any business these days? How would you approach that, or what would you look at to assist them in a branding project?
Well, what it is that they need to brand. What is the type of company, for example?
But you would have all the materials and
yes,
everything from
absolutely.
Start to finish on.
And if we don't, we work with a lot of other local people, and I'm very passionate about keeping business local. So if we can produce XYZ locally, we're going to find a way to do it. So that's top priority. And so networking with other artisans in our city and other talent and other printers is something that does not intimidate me. It excites me. So again, it's all about relationships, and it's all about blessing our community with our gift, and bringing to Dayton what a lot of Americans have in the larger cities like LA and New York. Mm-hmm. And when I travel, not just in the US, but actually I just got back from Canada, where we attended like one of the top wedding shows in the world. And the girls from other businesses that were there with me, we were really pleased with the realization that we are bringing to Dayton, our teams are bringing to Dayton what these big cities are providing for a much larger price tag.
Well, I'll tell you, we certainly appreciate that. And we're really pleased with your locating in the city of Centerville, and glad you like being in the city of Centerville. And I did want to mention that you've been nominated for an Eclipse Award, an Eclipse Integrity Award for the Better Business Bureau, which indicates that your top management, top marketing skills, and product production skills are fantastic. And
thank you. We are striving. We are striving to make a difference in whatever it is that, whatever project walks through our doors, no matter what the size is or the price tag on it, we treat it as top priority. And
well, I tell you, you can tell that by being here, and the people that we've talked to have had an opportunity to work with you. And I really want to thank you for, we could probably talk for another half an hour or so, but I appreciate your being on Centerville Business Today.
Thank you.
And Maria, if you'd just say how people could get in contact with you, that'd be great.
Oh, thank you. Well, we are located at the Crosspoint Center in Centerville. We are Suite 204. Everybody's familiar with My Favorite Muffin. We all go there, so we're three doors down from them. And you can call us here at any time, 937-228-6265. Check out our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We're on Google Plus also, and we are right now working on a fabulous new website.
Well, Maria Gossard,
yes.
Thank you very much. Thank
you.
Printing. I enjoyed having you on
much.
Centerville Business Today, and look forward to seeing you at the next Centerville Business Today report, all of us. Thank you very much.